too ham on this one, but DRX has similar Ezreal Yuumi in the mid game. Terrifying stuff as we get into game number 1 of round 1 of the playoffs. Also going to have shove power, meaning that Canyon probably not going to be able to take this Rift Scuttler, but Showmaker from the inside. There's the final chapter, and instantly the Yuumi is taken down. Canyon now trying to get out. Good bubble. Lands from Showmaker. At about half health at this point in time, as now they're looking to try and funnel some more gold into the Ezreal. It is important that the Ezreal is relevant at this stage of the game, as Shelly going to get a charge, but the rest of Damwon are distracted, and Ghost almost gets taken down by one piercing arrow. Great face breaker from Canyon, but he's by himself. He makes his way in. Of course, Redemption was picked up because, oh my god, there's the flash forward. And Chobi's going to be able to lock down that kill onto Ghost in the end. Depth setting it up really nicely. Another ulti comes out at Showmaker, also going to be taken down 3-0.
Really hard as Canyon and Beryl
final
might
chapter
go down
comes in.
here.
Carrier trying to flash himself out of there. Beryl, oh my god, these piercing arrows are doing way too much damage, and they're still going for the dive. A double kill for Deft. On the screen right here is Canyon looking for Deft. Will land the ultimate. They're trying to take down Deft, and they will do so. Is Canyon probably going to get stunned up for the moment? And yeah, Chovy able to lock down Showmaker. He's burning. Does he have another? Oh yes, he does. Finds the heal. He's so important to be able to soften up these members so that Chovy can dive in, so that Pyosik can land that ultimate, so they can find engages and actually succeed against this Damwon composition. Ulti's going to go down as Canyon just bursted out of nowhere, and the disengage is so easy. DRX now, with a minion wave they prepared earlier, going to take down this turret in the mid lane and maybe continue to push forward.
There's more and more value. There's no answer to how far ahead this Varus is right now. He's the one champion that can stand up to Ezreal Zoe and basically say, hey, anything you two can do, I can do better. Be able to bounce back. It's Zoe trying to make some sort of a stand, but DRX.
Oh, Chovy, too easy. Gets the kill onto Showmaker there. Ghost now, with the help of the Yuumi, should keep himself alive for the moment, but that showstopper is not stopping the shows that Damwon wanted to, as that is going to be the triple kill. Chovy will grab another one. Pyosik collects that one. And now Carrier will get the stun off. It's not looking like Nogari's going to be able to take down the Karma, as Doran trying to keep this gangplank at bay. Chovy turns up. Nogari does have a lot of ability to stay alive. I mean, this Death Dance is doing a hell of a lot of work as Piercing Arrow lands onto Showmaker. Yeah, Deft is very, very big.
Deft is, I mean,
you know, Chovy and Doran pretty strong as well. As now we're looking for the knock-up onto Ghost. He's not going to be able to go anywhere. Flash forward from Doran, chains connect. And Chovy is trying. I wouldn't be impressed. But these Nexus turrets are not going to have to worry about that one. They are just going to go down because the damage here from DRX is going to be too high. And game number 1 will be taken by DRX, who are waiting in round 1 of the playoffs. This is the team that got removed.
Doesn't have items, yeah.
Yeah. And maybe people will be deterred from picking the jungle set again. As we can see, Deft did 30k damage in 30 minutes. 1,000 damage a minute is not bad statistically, guys. It's in fact extraordinarily good. So very well done for the Varus.
So the thing here is, if that was just an Ornn and Silence
level 6 before they really do anything, and yes, Lee Sin's going to have a little bit of skirmishing power as we move into the early game, but I just don't think
if he wanted it to. And so Beryl might go for flash here.
Yep. And he's going to get hit by the face breaker. Eventually flashes as in goes.
Block that Dragon X would have to wait to capture a soul unless they just steal it.
Yeah, they just steal it with a Varus Q, as now Beryl's in trouble as well. Two-man face breaker. That's a fantastic exhaust onto Ghost, who has to get himself out of there. And again, DRX have found the moment in the early game, and Carrier just going 1 versus 1 still that turret, because he is 1 piercing arrow away from dead as Showmaker throws out the flash. He has to land this paddle star, or does he? As he does have Ignite available to him. The Electrocute also going to help out as now Deft lands the Chains of Corruption. Pyosik is here as well. Only level 5 as he flashes over to try and find this Zoe. That flash is going to be collected as now Chovy flashing on forward finds the Ignite as Beryl. I don't think he's going to be able to find any of the Dark Harvest stacks here, as it looks like he might just be one himself.
They get a 4th wave down there in bot lane. He's going to get turret plates. Talked about this even on the LCS broadcast yesterday. Cloud9 versus FlyQuest. Teams do this a lot. They're going to get the top tier 1 turret, and all of those turret plates. Doran's going to try to live here.
Oh, Canyon misses the flash Q, and Pyosik does have ultimate available to him, and the turnaround just looks too easy. Beryl puts his face in it and is not going to be able to break the faces of DRX here. It's 2 kills. It looks like some tilt, but True Shot Barrage might be able to answer something back. Chovy able to distort over this wall as the bubble does land. Circling around this outer turret on the top side of the map. They're doing the same thing to Deft bottom side, but you can see Ghost not going to be the lucky one here as he's just going to get taken down.
Here into bottom. This is really scary for Deft, though. He's going to go down.
Yep, he's just gets a little bit greedy underneath that turret, and that's going to get the LeBlanc out of there. This game feels like it's transitioned from game number 1 being all about Deft to being all about Chovy, as Doran's going to turn around this little engagement very comfortably. There's the exhaust onto Noguri, and he's going to have to flash. The follow flash comes in. Stun onto Doran, though, does deny it as the chains come down. But the Q is going to be good, and Doran's going to pick up that kill as Canyon mid-game. And fighting around this Infernal Drake will be very difficult here for Damwon, because the Cannon slicing Maelstrom really does have to be respected as ulti comes down from Pyosik very, very quickly. Slicing Maelstroms are going to be channeled, but Noguri doesn't have the health bar for it. Haymaker comes in, Pyosik times the flash. Players that play emotionally like this, it does get scary, but there's the steal from Canyon. He immediately dies for it. Can DRX actually find a team fight as, in goes Dora, and they lock down Noguri. He's going to get taken out as now Chovy from the backside looking to try and answer. Showmaker and Ghost are still
being really overly safe, especially given that Zoe was on the right-hand side. Chovy would have been the one, I mean, Chovy did have first move towards left-hand side River, and that's a lot of Infernal.
Ghost looking for depth here. He lands the hail of arrows, but it's a 1-for-1, and you'll take that if you're Damwon.
Yeah.
Lying in wait over towards the side as there's the blast cone, and Canyon actually flashes but doesn't get the kick and will be taken down. Noguri finds himself a mantra for an Inspire, I believe, but isn't able to get too much more there as Pyosik eventually does fall down. As Deft here alongside Beryl, looking to try and pressure out this outer turret in mid. Flash comes in, Carrier in a good position right here as the Showstopper comes in. Ghost doesn't find any of his abilities though, and Beryl going to get locked down. Noguri, can he get into position?
Not quite able to. Doran running in with this play, going for the slicing Maelstrom, didn't quite have the damage. The Shuriken hit, and he actually clicked poorly, otherwise he would have been able to weave in an auto attack. They're going to juggle all the aggro and manage to just pick you apart. Here we go, another key moment.
It is going to be locked down by Pyosik, so there's Soul Point, and Canyon immediately is taken down. Pyosik is going to flash, he survives for so damn long as it's Carrier that's burning down. True Shot Barrage is going to lock down the kill in the end as Noguri walks away with a sliver of health, and now Deft is being chased by Beryl, who's looking for his Facebreaker cooldown.
Atlas. If Damwon win this Infernal Dragon fight and get the Dragon, I think it's going to be pretty impossible for Dragon X to come back.
Well, Canyon's just going to pop. Chovy is going to ignite him. The last tick is going to tick down, pick up that kill. Cool guy.
Chovy has Distortion. The ball is not at least. Okay, Dragon's
He's got a stopwatch. He's going to be able to use it as Noguri's going to get taken down. Beryl into the backline with the Showstopper. Finds himself a stun, but Showmaker has to get out of there. Beryl unable to lock down the kill onto Doran in the end, who is kept alive by Deft's heal. Look for this poke damage. This LeBlanc is terrifying right now as Showmaker taken down to half health. Deft also has to be respected as the ulti comes in from Pyosik, but in goes Beryl into the backline, lands a 3-man Facebreaker before going down, but the rest of his team unable to actually respond as Ghost gets himself out of the way. The Ignite continuing to tick down as Deft tanking the turret forever, but he is going to survive. Grabs the kill onto Ghost as well, as now Damwon looking to try and put up their landing. The portal jump's going to be good, not quite good enough, as Showmaker's still going to be taken down, and this, my friend LS, is going to be the end of game number 2, and DRX will move to match point. They don't need the Infernal Soul. They, in fact, don't want Infernal Soul. It's going to make the game too easy for them, as there pops the Lee Sin, and the Nexus short to follow. 23 of the second round robin. So really great to see. Once again, Deft doing a hell of a lot of damage. 2K less than last game, but certainly didn't have the early lead that he showed us in game number 1.
Yet again, is going to be the only
should be okay. And I think that Pyosik has looked very stable on the Sejuani, and Chovy needs no introduction. I think this is all about being able to style against your opponents on the picks that you have available to you. And we'll see whether Dom doesn't actually work out in the end, and Doran's just going to eat through his refillable potion to try and get his health bar back again. Level 6 has been gained, so this is a dangerous gank from Canyon, as Doran's just going to move all the way out. And he might actually call the Ram to try and get through. Not going to do so, as he doesn't have flash, remember, but Searing Charge comes in. Now the Ram's going to come back, lands onto Noguri pretty nicely. Now he's trying to make sure that Noguri's not going to escape, and Pyosik gets in position and will be able to lock down once again. On to Showmaker in mid lane, as Pyosik going to pay another visit to Noguri, top side of the map. We don't have the Ornhorn, but there is going to be the Winter's Wrath landing onto Noguri. The stun comes through. Doran maybe wants to find a couple of these auto attacks, but he was waiting for that flash to come out. Haymaker comes in as the smite comes forward. There's finally the showstopper as the Arctic Assault goes down, and almost a kill as the Grit is doing so much work, but just not quite enough.
Actually going to get a turret plate here against Chovy, and Damwon are actually sitting really pretty. Here's the ornament, or the upgrade.
Yeah, the Ornhorn as Noguri does throw down the Haymaker. Doran has to flash to get out of the way as the ulti's going to miss there from Canyon, as you can see, and Showmaker trying to get that kill, does pick up one onto Doran, as Pyosik going to get flashed after by Canyon, not able to find enough damage as he gets over the wall. And DRX, they do answer. True Shot Barrage flying through, looking for this. Aphelios is going to be able to basically be a one-man army as this game gets later and later, as Deft is thinking about going for a 1 versus 2, and he's just going to get stunned up. Not entirely sure what he was thinking there, as the teleport does come through to try and save him. Fair bit of extra damage there, as he will have to switch to this Severum to keep himself alive. The rest of DRX move down. True Shot Barrage goes wide. That would have been the kill onto Deft.
Oh,
now
teleport!
He the onslaught, and now we're looking for even more. Heal comes through. Deft still with his flash available. Showstopper unable to get the damage there, as Noguri taking 3 autos from Deft here on the backside. As there's the Ornhorn, and it's just not enough with that Haymaker to lock down that kill. The Ram, the copy avoided there by Deft, but so far it's a 1-for-1 trade as Showmaker has found Chovy off towards the side, and Canyon in, not able to get the face breaker as Blascone utilized by Chovy. He's running out of mana though. And just gets the kill under Showmaker and wanders his way out. Oh my god, this guy.
Why, of course that was going to happen, as they already saw it.
Yeah, they probably already knew. As that's a lot of damage. As Death trying to avoid Canyon here. Carrier not going to be so lucky as the Kingslayer comes through, but that's another kill for Little Miss Piggy. Another showstopper, but this show, it's certainly not going to be one of the ones that's going to make you happy, you know? It's like watching Pursuit of Happiness. Dark Binding looking for Showmaker there as Pyosik. He's able to tank this one up as there goes Shirley in the mid lane, but there's the Ornhorn. The Ram knocks up 3 as Noguri down to half health. Fantastic Searing Charge. Gets some huge knockups there as Doran. He's on a magical journey to a 3-0 here as Ghost trying to get out of the way, but maybe it's not exactly the storyline that Doran was looking for. He had to flash defensively, but now Deft finding himself some extra damage with this Calibrum Crescendum combo. Pyosik just being his bouncer as Showmaker turns up just to form the Phalanx again for Damwon, but they have to get out of there. The Drake was taken, but it was secured by Damwon. What this composition is capable of is Chovy's just going to get murdered.
Long Atlas, but Black Cleaver with 4 sources of magic damage for teammates. As Chovy said again.
Chovy lying in wait in flanking position. Bubble going to go wide, as now it's going to be a 50-50, but the Ornhorn has been picked up. Canyon knocked into the sky. They are going to keep him CC'd, and that means that the Drake does go over to DRX, but now can the fight be actually won by Damwon as Noguri's off to the side, fighting with Chovy, has to flash defensively to get himself out. No one's died, but the Infernal Drake...
time where the Ezreal, the Zoe, the Sylas, the Set, etc. would really just be super durable, as hold on.
Yeah, Ornhorn comes in, but there is a black shield there for Deft. Carrier goes golden. That will keep him alive as Pyosik getting into position, and Deft. The amount of DPS out of this guy is insane, but the Moonfall is going to miss for now. Doran takes a very small magical journey in here as Pyosik's flashing after Barrel, but Canyon does have some damage. Great Searing Charge for the double knockup, but Doran's very, very low. Pyosik as well. Deft now on the front line trying to get the damage back, but I don't think he's going to be able to. As in on the back line, it is the Set teleporting in and grabbing the kill on Miss Piggy. They set up the cannon, and Canyon's in trouble. As Chovy, he darts on forward, picks up the kill on the Bard. Cosmic Binding was good, but it's not going to be anything if you're in the Death Chamber. And Noguri just takes down a turret. Base break going to miss. Is now Chovy going to be able to let the rest of his team know that that is now on cooldown as he looks to try and turn it on to Showmaker, taking a fair bit of damage back as Deft gets tagged by the True Shot barrage. And this might give Damwon the opportunity to secure this. Moonfall comes in as it is taken down by Canyon. We've got 2 Drakes apiece, but do we have a team fight as the Ornhorn comes on in? They're looking to try and lock down Noguri, who flashes out of the way of the Glacial Prison.
Fourth item, probably GA.
Wouldn't mind it. Well, we're looking to try and turn this onto Noguri, who does get knocked up by both parts of the Ram. Haymaker comes down, Searing Charge. Out of the way there is Teleport to try and get out of this one. A Searing Charge. Oh my goodness, the little boulder is going to be enough as the Showstopper comes in. Doran does have himself his Gargoyle Stone Plate, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive as now Deft trying to fight against Noguri, but I don't know whether he's going to be able to do it. The pesky minions getting in the way, but Gravitum comes out of Canyon. It is just going to go wide as it looks like Piotr's trying to get over here. The Tempered Fate is going to do it as Canyon. He lets the Baron go down to 50 health, but in the end, able to secure it. And now Doran off to the side. Noguri knows that they just want to disengage, but no, they try and turn it around as the Aphelios is doing massive amounts of damage, but there are so many stopwatches to try and lock this one up, and Deft finds himself one man against the world. Doesn't have his ulti available again, and the rest of Damwon do not want to...
I think this is going to be the end of the game, Atlas.
Beryl is dead. Showmaker might be dead too. Doesn't land the bubble as Noguri getting taken down very, very low. Can Deft actually do it? Can't even go golden in time.
Damwon will be able to take this game and bring it to at least the game number 4, as this time they were able. But at the very end of it all, Damwon come out on top. So we're headed to a game number 4. Will DRX now finally draft the scaling team composition, and is Damwon going to be trying on some of their champions? So doesn't look like it
will still ring true despite the W coming out from the Aurelia. So Chovy just must be feeling himself in this matchup, and we'll see whether it is going to be for better or worse, as I say it.
Now Doran up here in top lane. We'll see what kind of itemization he goes for, as Piotrek is actually coming in here. Q should be... Oh, no.
Yeah. Noguri going to get knocked up here as Piotrek looks to come in, but isn't able to land the Arctic Assault, and Noguri is just going to turn it on its head. That could have almost been a kill there on the Doran, but Bellow's Breath is going to lock down these minions. Noguri absorbing this game is just insane.
Yes.
As there's the ulti out of Deft, able to land a lot of damage in a melee versus ranged matchup, as Canyon has found Doran, and Doran's probably going to have to flash. He's not even going to have the opportunity to do so. Not sure why he stunned up the turret there, maybe trying to deny a turret plate. I'm not sure whether he actually did, as there's the Flawless Duet as it lands onto Canyon. Can they actually get it before the ultimate? The answer is no. On top of a control ward, so Damwon knows exactly what's going on. And Carrier goes golden for some reason. Canyon down here towards bottom side, just looking to try and defend as Deft and Carrier looking for this next turret plate. Another Dark Binding lands as Beryl's going to go down to the Tormented Soil. As Ghost, half health.
Is massive. Black Cleaver, Monomune already. Don't know how close to... Oh, man.
Yep, this Paddlestar is going to hurt, but avoids... Well, the ultimate was avoided there by Canyon. Permafrost is going to come in, though, but not before that kill actually comes down. Great knock up there from Doran, but the portal jump is going to mean that Showmaker avoids that CC. Knock up from the Searing Charge, but it looks like Doran's still going to fall down as Noguri grabs it with a Shock Blast. Chovy clears out the minions, and Carrier does land a really nice Dark Binding as the Magical Journey gets Beryl to safety. And DRX, they just don't have the damage or the manpower to lock this one down. And Noguri. Carrier is here. Deft is moving on over as well. Looks like DRX do want to fight as Noguri is going to flash the ultimate. Still, Ornhorn is available, and there's Chains of Corruption landing onto Canyon. He's going to try and flash away. The Ram is going to land, but it's not enough damage as Ghost's able to avoid a lot of that. Paddlestar does so much work as now Noguri, once again with the Shock Blast, is very scary. And there goes Chovy, trying to find Ghost, but Magical Journey gets him out of the way. Piotrek gonna get body blocked and flashes to get himself over. Meat Slap, not enough, as now Showmaker finds himself a Blade of the Ruined King. And Chovy, the Flawless Duet, doesn't do it. Brambleback actually saving the life of the Aurelia. And now Doran just trying to be a meat shield here for DRX, but the damage has been done. Damwon poked them out and should be able to take this Drake as True Shot Barrage. Not going to take down Pyosik there. Oh, Carrier! Okay.
Take a look at this. What is it? Is that the Tormented Soil or?
I think it's just a Dark Binding.
Okay.
Wow.
Blade of the Ruin King. And interestingly enough, that's good synergy with the Varus because Aurelia does get in. It is not worth losing Summoners over when you're so...
Oh my god, okay, Chovy. Oh, sorry, Showmaker. Able to pop Carrier there and also got...
And that's valuable for the Varus, who is the lethality Varus, because he's going to be raining arrows as Aurelia's frontline as, okay, Doran...
Well, ulti going to be thrown back there as the Rek'Sai's just exploded. Doran, the Tempered Fate does come down, but now Chovy is getting control of this fight. Showmaker picks up his Zhonya's, doesn't have to use it just yet, but Damwon Gaming are on the run. Piercing arrow, flash forward, Showmaker presses his buttons, but it's not over yet. The Comet comes down, the next piercing arrow, enough to deal with the Zoe.
And well, Chovy now is, I mean, he's the commander in this game on the Aurelia. He's so scared.
The Dark Binding landed. Ghost is going to be able to take down Carrier, but he has to sacrifice himself for it. Feels very similar to the KT game, where it was Ghost putting himself in harm's way. As now with 1 minute left on the Cloud Drake, Ghost goes down extraordinarily low. It's another piercing arrow away from a dead Ezreal. As Carrier does find the binding onto Showmaker, who cleanses it. Try and get himself out. Doran having to flash the wall. Flawless Duet comes in. Canyon goes golden. Is now Showmaker back on his portal jump. But there's the Vanguard's Edge. The Ornn goes down. But can DRX actually find the team fight? Chovy is saying yes. As now he darts into the backline. Looks for Showmaker. As Ghost. Oh, that Dark Binding very, very close there as Chovy continuing to chase forward. As Showmaker goes golden. But he should be taken down. The Varus locks up the kill. Beryl goes down as well as the Blade Surges get Chovy in there.
Like, he wants to bite off anything more than he could chew, and Chovy's actually just going to let it go away. Nuguri.
Yep, Nuguri coming down. There's the Vanguard's Edge once again, and Chovy does go golden. There's the Ornn Horn to try and get some backup as Chovy is the most valuable. As Pyosik thinks he might have found Ghost on the back line, but the Flawless Duet doesn't find anyone. Canyon trying to dive out of there. He should be able to do so as the real fight is happening on the bottom side. Nuguri flashing after Doran. As Pyosik just going to fall down. Great Dark Binding is going to land as Nuguri is going to be able to pick up that kill as we expected. Goes down to half. Chovy fighting after Beryl. Flashes back over his magical journey as Carrier going to go golden, and Showmaker flashing out of there. Carrier looks for the Soul Shackles, doesn't find it. As now Chovy with a last little bit of this Black Shield is going to follow Beryl once again, and he's just kiting him around. Deft trying to find Canyon, will put him down into his GA, but yeah, Damwon should be able to just take down the base. Ghost has teleported in, and Deft cannot make his way back. This Nexus is going to be taken down, and now it's match point for both teams. All right. So good to see that they didn't leave the Nexus on 23 health this time around. Damwon have gotten that particular monkey off their back. And look, Def still did a hell of a lot of damage. And DRX's composition is very front-loaded. I mean,
for a certain player on the side of DRX.
Oh, sorry, I just checked the player of the game chat again. What's that? A little Chovy just being put in there already? We are at 10 seconds into the game. Okay, so well, a lot of it, but not a lot of damage behind that one at the moment. But Nuguri is teleported in, and now Deft just realizing that he has to try. Oh my god, he's able to do it! And now Nuguri, can he actually fight this one out? It is going to mean that he's likely to spike very close to that time that you were talking about. Nuguri not going to be hit by that Flawless Duet, but the Chilling Smite is going to come down. Undertow's now landing as another Blade Surge comes in, and that is, you know, my glass is often half full. As Doran over here, soaking up turret plates where he can. Pyosik once again going to find his way forward. Nuguri, no flash, remember. It's Pyosik just going to start this one up. Blade Surge is going to be there as Pyosik happily tanking up.
Leg up in terms of not only stats, but also levels. Here we go.
Yep, Showmaker in a lot of trouble, but does keep himself alive for a very long time. And now the Cosmic Radiance comes in. Carrier goes golden. Ghost almost gets popped there.
This is scary.
This is very scary for both sides. Showmaker is very, very low. Bubble not going to quite land, but Deft, he's at full health. Now looking for the front line as Chovy just...
A little bit panicked right now. They know Chovy doesn't have flash.
Yep, there's the flash ulti, but Canyon not going to be able to find the Zoe. No flash available, as you can see, but the trouble bubble will land. There's the Emperor's Divide as Chovy
does have ult available, but Taric ult too.
Moonlight Vigil available as well, as Deft able to get a lot of AoE damage, but the Baron is taken. My God, this Aphelios is tearing Damwon apart. And it's a triple kill instantly for Doran. Now hunting for the Quadra as Noguri
does take damage. I think that Damwon might just try to burst it down and Hail Mary this, but oh
yep,
man!
They're going for it as there's the Vanguard's Edge into the backline. Chovy is going to try and put Canyon to sleep, who finds the Glacial Prison onto Doran, but he surges his way out. And so far, this is a one-team fight, but a double kill for Chovy. Beryl trying to run out as Noguri's going to fall. The Drake was secured by Damwon, but at what cost?
Damage from the Aurelia. Canyon's going to try to be the gatekeeper. He's going to push the minion wave back.
He's going to try and get Canyon out of here. Has CC'd him up, because they are going to be able to take down the Baron. Canyon, a very late flash into this pit, is going to be taken down by Deft. As now Doran flashing on in. Oh, the Cosmic Radiance is not enough. And Doran just jumps on top of them. Pyosik and Chovy grab the kills there as Noguri once again finds himself the last man standing. As this time he doesn't have the Baron. And yeah, Keria is saying, I'm sorry, mate, but we have won this game. Is going to stop that back eventually. Keria going to get punished for it, but the biggest punishment is going to be on Noguri, as he is not going to be able to find the win this game. Not going to find the reverse sweep for Damwon Gaming. And DRX have earned their bout against T1. But Damwon damn sure made them work for it after a first two games.
It doesn't look like many, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, a few too many, and a few more than Damwon could deal with there. As we have a look at the damage graph, it is largely a story about the Aphelios doing a lot of work, but I think this game had so much to do with Doran's Aurelia, and sometimes the damage graph does